Hey, hello, how are you? This is it, another late night live. Now come on, see and hear me, okay? We're in for the late night lives once again. Okay. Righty, huh? We're in, okay. Hi, Mikey. Hello to Ringer Mikey. Certainly a pleasure to see you. Gosh, you're one of the first ones in here. I know. And we've got quite a few people lurking in the background. We've got 5 of you in here. Impressively done. About 4 or 5 of you on average. So we're doing pretty well. We're doing fairly well to have just started. And it's the weekend. The weekend has just begun. A late night live before the weekend. And I do hope each and every one of you have got some brilliant plans for this upcoming weekend and all that. Do hope one has some good plans for the weekend. As you know, it's Friday night. There's the weekend to look forward to, and all the rest of it. Got a red storm warning, but I heard about the storm. One of my friends was talking to me about it. In the southwest and in Wales, of England and Wales, apparently it's happening. Not at all fun. No, certainly not fun at all. Fingers crossed, hopefully, we don't get a storm in Brighton. Can hear some wind now. Just about. Although the hearing is better since I had the earwax taken out of my ears, but I could just about hear some wind. If I was outside, I would hear it better. Scared that you're going to get a power cut. Now, that is always the potential danger when it comes to these dreaded storms, Mikey. It's always the real danger, isn't it? When these dreaded storms are blown upon our horizon and all that. Hello to you, Hailey. Hello. Certainly is a real pleasure to see you. And of course, it's Friday night in your neck of the woods, isn't it? Well, Hailey, have you got any nice plans for this weekend? And fancy a late night live? Just before the weekend happens. Oh, yes. You remember when you got a power cut in Storm Eunice 2 years ago? Oh, gosh. No plans, never mind. Not to worry. But gosh, the storm. Yeah, I remember Storm. Yes, I remember Storm Eunice 2 years ago. These storms are just no good. Storms are no good. No good. Ah, Marcia's in. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Toms. And also not forgetting Master Wookie, Lady Lily, and Little Girl Sky. Yes, I remember that one, Mikey. Yes, I remember that story. Not at all good what these storms can do. The damage they can do is shocking. It's very shocking. I do hope that the 5 of you have a good weekend, Mr. and Mrs. Toms and the cats. I do hope you have a nice weekend altogether and fancy a late night live just before the weekend begins. Eh? Yes. I could imagine so, Marcia, yes, and I can really imagine. I can imagine at the time when it was happening. I didn't see you on the last one, Mikey, but mm, good to see you on this one all the same anyway. Just had to let a yawn out, that's all. No, I can remember about the storm Eunice, Marcia. It's never, they never do any good, these storms, do they? They just never do any good. Oh, you was on TikTok stream? No worries. No worries. Certainly no worries at all. The awful storms just do no good, Marcia. They just really do no good, do they? They just do completely no good, these storms. They really don't. Certainly by and large do not do oneself any good whatsoever. This is, yeah, they really don't. Rather have snow. No, I wouldn't want snow either. Just makes everything too cold. It's good to take a video and a picture of the snow, but it's not nice to go out in it and all that. That's the only issue. It's not nice to go out in the snow. Oh, and here she is. Hello, Pamela. It's Pamela Gaza. Hello, hello, hello to you. Hello. Any plans up on the farm this weekend? Any plans for the farm this weekend and all that? Hello to you. Certainly is it always a pleasure to have you on board, Pamela. No, but not without a great big nice long hug, Pamela. Not without a great big nice long hug and cuddle. Oh, 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 I wouldn't say hello without giving Pamela a big nice long hug and a cuddle. Oh. Having a Christmas gathering of neighbours. Good luck with it. Good luck with it. Hope it works out well. Thank you, Pamela. If I could, Pamela, I could just hug you all day, any day. I could just hug and squeeze you all day, any day, Pamela. And cuddles to Braveheart the cat. Cuddles to Braveheart. And hello, Braveheart. The cats say hello to Braveheart, by the way. Thank you, Hailey. Thank you for wishing Pamela and Marcia well. Thank you. Oh, and if I may ask, Marcia, What's the ideal what's the ideal Christmas present for Wookie, Master Wookie, Lady Lily, and Little Girl Sky? Hope it doesn't sound too silly asking you this, but what do you think is their ideal Christmas present for Christmas? I thought I'd ask you this. It may be a little early, but I thought I'd ask you. And Anthony's here. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to Braveheart. Wookie likes playing with ping pong balls. And Lily likes the posh cat food. Oh, does she? Well, that is quite Lily. I didn't realize Lily liked the posh cat food. Little did I realize that. Hello to Herman. An interesting new thumbnail there, Herman, if I may ask. If I may ask, Herman, the picture resembled that of my bestie David. Was that David Scott or was that somebody different? I didn't realize you were located in Saudi Arabia, Herman. Little did I realize that. Lily is very fussy. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you for your kind acknowledgement to others. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's you. You're a traffic warden. I didn't know that. I didn't know you were a traffic warden, Herman. Wow, you've obviously got a big responsibility on your hands, haven't you? Not yet. Not haven't got Christmas things for the cats as of yet, Heidi. No, no, not yet. But I am thinking about what to get for my cats and my family. But I am in just over a week's time going to be posting Christmas cards to my family, Hailey. That's something I've planned to do in exactly just over a week's time. But plans for Christmas Day, I'm just not interested. But there we are. But that's about it, really. Plans for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I'm not terribly interested after what happened to my mother twice, but other than that, but for this weekend, since there's a lack of event attending going on, I think I'll probably have a good look. I'll just think about what I'm gonna do. Obviously, I need to do it before get back in time for live stream on Saturday. But I'll think about what I'm gonna do on Saturday. On the other hand, well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Heine. It's not something I can guarantee, but fingers crossed. But to be honest with you, any shape or form, because of what I've seen and what's happened with my mother in the run up to Christmas, not once, thank goodness, not every year, but once every 2 years, it does hit. It can hit. It does. It did hit me quite a bit. It did hit me in the inside mentally. I don't know about mentally, but it did hit me, and it really did make me think carefully about Christmas, you know, because of what I saw happen to my mother. It did make me think carefully about planning for Christmas and the Christmas celebration plannings and things. It did make me think carefully and think sometimes twice on that, highly. But there we are. There we are. Hello to you, Harriet. Hello, hello, hello to you. But I hope but I do hope you've not lost interest in Christmas, Hailey. And whatever you're doing for Christmas, I hope it goes all right for you. Hello to you, Harriet. Oh, and howdy, howdy, Zeph. Howdy, howdy. And obviously, hugs to you. Always. Roar, roar, roar. Oh, I wouldn't let go. Oh, thank you, Zev. Thank you for your kind acknowledgement towards Pamela. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's always nice to receive a hug from somebody, especially if it's a tall, strong, cuddly lady, like that of Pamela herself, Zeph, or Pamela Morrow, another example of a tall, strong, cuddly lady as well. But no offense to you, to the two of you, Pam. No offense to yourself and Pamela Morrow, Pamela. No offense to you both. To be honest with you, Herman, I don't know enough about Poor Patrol. They were mentioning it on a TikTok live last night. What's the thing they were mentioning on a TikTok live, Marcia? I'm a little confused. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Stevie's here. Hello, Stevie. I saw your wedding picture. Sapa sent it to me. And a fantastic wedding picture. Paw Patrol. Okay, thank you, Marcia. Paw Patrol. Thank you. I mean, I don't know enough about Paw Patrol. Like all of you here, except for Anthony, I don't know enough about Paw Patrol. It's good to have. It's really wonderful having you back again, Stevie. It's wonderful having you back. It's an elated delight having you back here again. You're always fun on the late night lives, and I hope your cruise ship holiday went well for you. Ouch. Ah, there. Uh, yes, Harriet. Saw your friend Diane in Annabelle's live stream recently. I'm happy learning that your cruise was amazing. Something to do with them renewing the petition about something about renewing the series. I think something like that. I tried to get on Shapa's website at Marcia, but the website didn't work. The website didn't work, and I don't know why. The link to the website didn't work, rather astonishingly, so I couldn't access the website, and I couldn't access Shapa's store, which was a bit annoying, but yeah. But I'm happy you've got one of Shapa's mugs, Marcia. I'm happy you've got one of Shapa's mugs. I'm happy Stevie had a good time too. Yes, yes, that's true that. It's true that. Yes, I'm hoping Harriet's feeling better too, Heidi. I'm hoping the same. And I'm just fingers crossed, really hoping my mother doesn't get ill in the run up to Christmas. Because it happened twice, once every 2 years with my mother. And actually, it was at first Christmas of excitement to Christmas of suddenly a great deal of stress. Could you imagine that? First Christmas of excitement, and then just suddenly Christmas of a great deal of stress. And that actually really is not an amusing thing to be experiencing firsthand. It's really not amusing to experience this firsthand at all. Hello, hello, hello to you, Imogen. Hello. Certainly is it lovely seeing you on here. No, I didn't scratch myself. It was just something on the top of my right eye. Oh, no. Oh, there we are. No, I wasn't scratched. I've not been scratched. No. No, I've not been scratched, Pamela. No, and I didn't scratch myself. No, I know, Stevie. Yes, I know. Especially when one of your family relatives falls ill, you know. But the problem is, Stevie, if somebody like my mother got ill, who actually has grown up with a history of health trouble, it's a lot more worries. It is much more of a worry. In fact, I hasten to add, but it is much more of a worry when you've got a relative who's had an ill health susceptibility, or an illness susceptibility pretty much all her life and all that, waiting for Nutmeg to pop in Zeph. Well, Nutmeg might have plans, so you just don't know. Just don't know with all of us, do you? Some of us may have plans, some of us may not. Some of us can come on the live because we've not planned anything. Some of us, we've got something planned, we can't come on the live. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, Zev. That's all. Nothing bad on that. Hi, Matt. Hello to you. Nice to see you on here. Yes, Sapper's going live at 8 p.m. UK time. Yes, yes, that's true. This is as truth has things. She fortunately wasn't ill Christmas Day, but she was ill on the run up to Christmas. And though she just about got over the illness, and though she just about no, I can see it's you, Herman. But I have to say, Herman, it's a good picture of you, as in your traffic warden style. Good, very, very good picture of you in your traffic warden style. No, but though my mother just about got better, just before Christmas Day, she did have the lingering, tiring side effect for about not just after Christmas, but some of it within the new year. Now it's wonderful having Matt in here. No, don't worry, Harriet. Don't worry, Harriet. Matt could give you a nice long cuddle. Matt could cuddle you on his lap, couldn't he? Out of empathized sympathy, he could cuddle you on his lap. Because after all, Harriet, you are by and large small enough, um, you know, for Matt to ably cuddle you on his lap, couldn't you? Aren't you? And couldn't he? But no offense to you both, of course. Gonna be missing your favourite lives on Sunday. No worries. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing, Zeph. Don't you worry about a thing. Wishing my mother good health. Thank you, Stevie. I'm sincerely hoping she's gonna be well for Christmas this time. I'm really, really seriously, sincerely hoping so. Because it's not fun having an ill relative at Christmas. It really isn't. And all that. It's not fun to have an ill relative in the run up to Christmas because it just becomes Christmas of stress otherwise. This coming Tuesday will be the traffic warden Christmas dinner party for your area. Oh, well, good luck with it. Hope it's not too much, but good luck with it, Herman. Oh, and Marge is here. Hello, Margie. Hello to our lovely Margie. Hello. Hello to you, my lovely, lovely Margie. And not without a hug, Margie. Not without a hug. Oh no! Your father just went into the hospital today. Oh no, Pamela. Oh no. No, I really do hope. I hope he comes out the other end okay. I hope he comes out of hospital safe and sound. I don't know what could have happened to him, but I hope he's okay. Oh, I just want to give you a nice long hug and cuddle, Margie. Oh, 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 I'll just give Margie a nice long hug and cuddle. Oh, oh. So sorry hearing he's had a tough year health-wise, but, uh, but at least he's in good hands, thank goodness. Oh, well, and I think the next thing Harriet will be experiencing, is cuddles on Matt's lap. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, Matt. Oh, thank you for protecting me. I feel like a little baby. Oh, I feel like a little baby. Just just being hugged and cuddled on your lap. And then the next thing you know, Matt could just be rocking her on in his lap. No, but no offense to yourself and Matt, of course, Harriet. No offense to yourself and Matt. But I thought it was a little bit of banter you two would like to hear and all that. Ah, lovely, Margie. Now, healing prayers for your dearly loved father, Pamela. So sorry hearing he's had a tough year health-wise. No, my mother last year had a tough year health-wise too. She had a tough year health-wise as well. There wasn't just her getting ill in the run-up to Christmas, but my mother had an accident in May of last year where she fractured where she didn't break her neck, but she had a bone sort of fracture in her neck and had to wear a neck collar for about 5 or 6 weeks afterwards. And then not too long after she could take her neck collar off, she ended up having a cancer scare. So she had to undergo a biopsy, and thank goodness it was not cancer. Thank goodness, and I was ever so and I was very, very worried. I mean, I was very, very worried. I was not just worried, but I was scared. I was painfully worried when my mother had the cancer scare. So, but luckily it was not cancer. Following the biopsy test, which took an awful long time, it took quite about a few weeks, really, for the results to come through. And, it took quite a good few weeks, to get the result through. Yeah, it was really it was a very, very worrying time. It was a worryingly frightening time when that happened, you know. But thank goodness it was in safe hands in the end, despite the scare of following the biopsy test results. And then it was many months later in the run up to Christmas, she just gets very ill. So my mother had quite a tough year for health and things into last year. It's lovely having you back too, Stevie. You sleep well, won't you? You sleep well, ta-ta for now, and we look forward to having you on a live again, my lovely. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you for reassuring me, Harriet, that yourself and Matt would never take offense to the banter. Thank you. I don't know if she's going to have a better Christmas or not. That's the thing, Pamela, because it can take even a small minor illness to make for it to take out my mother's health. It can even take a small minor illness to almost poleaxe my mother, Pamela, because of her history of of illnesses. It can easily take a small illness to just almost completely poleaxe her. That's the problem. But I really do hope she's going to be okay. I really hope so. I mean, my mother, she generally, by and large, looks well and is, I mean, she looks well generally, but hasn't always been very fortunate for health, which is the thing. You have a good feeling about it. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Fingers crossed you'll be all right. Thank you, Heidi, and I'm wishing the same for your family too. I'm wishing all of you in here. I'm really hoping all of you, wishing on behalf of Heidi, wishing all of you good health over the Christmas holiday season. seasoning greet, wishing all the same. You got called a Jobsworth and a charlatan. Oh, God, that's very rude. That's really rude to be called that, isn't it? How dare those people, Herman? How dare those people insult you like that when all you were doing was a very, very important job? How dare those people? Yeah, how dare they? How dare they? Oh, no, I think the only thing I'd need right now is just a nice long hug. Oh, honestly, Pamela, I would just give you a nice long hug any day. Yes, I did. I did, Margie, yes. I was late for the premiere, but I watched the replay. I watched it and I commented. I commented on it, just to say. Oh, they're brilliant, Graham and Fiona. They are just fantastic. It's a fantastic and wonderful couple. Uh, I mean, but am I ever going to have a good, interesting Christmas again? Because of what I've seen, I don't know. I'd like to hope I will have a good, interesting Christmas. The only thing is worry over my mother's health. That's the thing. No, I mean, I'd like to think I'd have take an interesting Christmas again, but it's just the only thing, because of what I've seen. Um, my only worry is my mother's health. I can imagine it hurts being insulted like that, Herman. Those people had no right to insult you like that. No right whatsoever to insult you like this. How's the weather? In England, cold. Nothing but cold. Really, it's chilly over in Florida. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, all I'm going to do, Margie, in the run up to Christmas is take nothing for granted, you know. All I'm going to do is just take nothing for granted, you know. If we can do a Christmas plan, we can. If we can't, we can't, you know. Especially after what I've seen, I'm just going to take absolutely nothing for granted on this, you know. Because of what I've seen with my mother, 2 Christmases in a row, but thank goodness not every year, I'll be taking completely nothing for granted, you know. And because my mother's not had the greatest of health pretty much all her life, through no fault of her own, as it can happen to some people, I'll be taking completely nothing for granted, you know. Hello to you, Samantha. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Harriet. And Harriet, just let you know, next week I'm posting Christmas cards, and I'll be posting your one next week. Not next week from today, but the next week Tuesday, which is on the 17th, I'll be posting Christmas cards. So I think you'll find that after the 17th of December, you'll be having your Christmas card arrive. Hello to you, Dave. Hello. Oh no. So sorry hearing you've lost your brother and sister, Margie. So sorry for your loss. Yes, please do send me your address, please, Harriet. Please send me your address. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for wishing Harriet well. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, no. No, we've all missed Harriet, haven't we, Dave? But I do hope your Chloe's all right. Hoping your Chloe's okay. You needed new lights. Oh, this is what happens with Christmas. Sometimes you think the old lights, oh, they're probably going to work. Try turning them on. Sometimes they don't work. That's the thing with Christmas, isn't it? Sometimes it's a little hassle, but it's quite, by and large, surprising, but a little funny in a few bits and pieces. You think, oh, there's our Christmas lights, right? Plug in, put them on, turn it on. Oh dear, they don't work. I need some new Christmas lights. I better get some new ones. No, it can happen to some of us, can't it? Chloe is great. Just a pain in the bum, but that's kitten. Yeah, this is what kittens are cheeky, aren't they? Kittens can be cheeky. Just signed and shared the petition. 67 signatures. I think when I signed it had about 57, 58. You have the Christmas songs playing. Well done, Margie. Well done. How lovely. No, I always listen to Christmas songs every Christmas. I particularly like the Jingle Bells one. Body clock is messed up. Oh dear. Poor you, Samantha. I do play some organ Christmas music, yes. I love organ Christmas music, Pamela. No, I really do. That's exactly who I'm keeping my eyes on. Yeah, who's in the comments. That's exactly what I always keep my eyes on. Do be assured on that. Silver Bells is one of your favourites. Reminds you of your mother. Remember her singing it to you when you was a little girl? You had to take your Christmas lights down as you had a letter from the council saying it was offensive to people of different cultures in the area. Oh no, awful, awful. I can only imagine so, Pamela, yes. They would be, yeah, this is the thing with kittens. You could try decorating a Christmas tree, Dave, and then they just try and like scratch it down and all that. That's what kittens for you. Oh, it's wonderful having you always, Margie. It's always wonderful having you on board, Margie. I do hope you have a nice weekend. Whatever it is you've got planned for this weekend, Margie, I hope it works out all right for you. I wouldn't say goodbye without giving you a hug. A nice long hug and squeeze always. No, it was lovely having our Margie on board, Harriet. You have a good weekend, Margie. Ta-ta for now. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for wishing Margie well. Thank you. Thank you. I've seen It's a Wonderful Life. Marcia, I've seen It's a Wonderful Life. And there's another good old Christmas movie I recommend. The Reginald Owen, A Christmas Carol. The Reginald Owen movie, A Christmas Carol. I would recommend that big. That's something I recommend big time. Reginald Owen and Terry Kilburn, who appears in the movie. Terry Kilburn was Tiny Tim in A Christmas Carol, 1938. You know, the Reginald Owen Christmas Carol. I mean, I really like the Reginald Owen version of Christmas Carol. That's apparently the first one. Favorite Christmas movie, Christmas Carol. It's a Christmas Carol. Over Christmas, you'd watch A Christmas Story. I watch A Christmas Carol over Christmas. I watched the Reginald Owen A Christmas Carol. That was made back in 1938. That's the one I'd listen to. It's a fantastic version. It's black and white. Though it's black and white, Marcia, it's worth the watch. It's well worth the watch. I think you said correct me in case I'm wrong. I think you said your dearly loved husband likes some old movies, so I think that could appeal to him by and large in one way or another. Yes, and the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. No, I like It's a Wonderful Life, Pamela. I like It's a Wonderful Life. But the one I can never get enough of is A Christmas Carol from 1938. And if you didn't know, Marcia, that the 1938 version of A Christmas Carol, Tiny Tim, he's still alive, by the way. Terry Kilburn. He's still alive, though he's retired. Though he's long retired from show business, he's still alive. And if you didn't know, Marcia, he had an interview a few short weeks after his 90th birthday, which was quite a good few years ago now, you know, because he's now 98, if you didn't know. And shortly after his 90th birthday, he had an interview, and he actually still watches and he was still notably watching his movie A Christmas Carol even into his 90s. Can you imagine that? And he came across better than I thought. I would have thought he'd had Alzheimer's disease or something like that. But no, no, he was doing pretty well. Especially, I don't know how he's doing now, but he did quite all right at 90, and he didn't even look 90, believe this or not. I know 98 is fantastic, I know. Oh, hello, Nutmeg, hello. We thought you couldn't make it, but it's good to see you anyway. 7:45 p.m. Yes, it did. Yes. But no, 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 not 7:45. No, 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 no. Right, wait a moment, wait a moment. It's 8. No, I think I started over 40 minutes ago. It's good to see you, Nutmeg. Good to see yourself and Blinky in here. We wouldn't say hello without giving you a hug, would we? Oh, Scrooge. Yes, Scrooge. I've seen that one, actually. I've seen that one, actually, Dave. I've seen the Bill Murray Scrooge movie. I've seen it. Always a hug to you, Nutmeg. Always a hug to you. No, but Marcia, if you're still here, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Right. Kept a few CDs of tracks you love. Oh, well done, you. Well done, you, Herman. No, but I do hope you've got you'll be doing something nice for this weekend, Nutmeg. Do hope you've got some nice plans for the weekend ahead. You've been running a radio station that does non-stop Christmas music from Thanksgiving to Christmas Day. How interesting. No, Harriet, I'm all right. Yes, no, I can imagine just how fun that'd be. Harriet, I'm all right. I'm looking at the comments and looking at the time at the same time. That's all I'm doing. Putting up Christmas tree and decorations, which was supposed to happen last week. Well, that would definitely look nice on Christmas Day, won't it? No, but whatever your plans for Christmas, Nutmeg, I hope you succeed with them. I do hope you succeed well with your Christmas plans. Um, for Christmas and all that. No, I know, Harriet. I have nothing against it, but thank you for always kindly looking out for me. Thank you, thank you. But I have to say, I can imagine it would be a good sight, your Christmas tree and the decorations. But don't worry if you were a week too late to have done so. You know, it's obviously going to please people if they see it in the run up to Christmas. They're probably going to be appealed to it quite greatly. But if I may so share, whatever your plans may well be for whatever your plans may well be for Christmas, Nutmeg, I certainly do hope you succeed well with them. No, you said before, yes, you only said you said before, Nutmeg, yes. You said before it's only 586 square feet, yes. I remember you saying before. Not much to yes, no, that would come in handy. That would certainly come in handy, not much to decorate. No, but even though it least appeals to my interest at the moment, yes, anchor it when you've got a cat, yes. I'm happy your mother's hanging in there, Nutmeg. I'm just hoping for good health for my mother for this for Christmas, you know. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you. No, I hope she'll be better for Christmas. I really do hope so. True that, Pamela. Yes, true that. Sorry, wait a moment. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you for wishing Nutmeg's mother well. Thank you. No, but more importantly, I do hope, not only do I hope, do I wish well for Nutmeg's mother, but I hope she succeeds well with getting her Christmas tree put up. No, but if I may, no. No, but if I may ask, since Nutmeg is having her Christmas tree, she's having it put up in um this weekend. Are you expecting any Christmas visitors for in the run up to Christmas, if I may ask? Since you're putting up a Christmas tree this Christmas, even though your home is only 586 square feet, are you expecting Christmas guests? Cheesecake drizzled with raspberry sauce. Have it every year. Sounds like a nice Christmas dessert. Oh no, your mother lost two classmates in 1 month. Now that is very sad. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you for recommending Sapper's live stream. Thank you. Oh, good luck with it. Good luck with it, Nutmeg. Good luck with it. No, but I am sorry that you fell out. I'm sorry that you had a family rift in the run up to Christmas 2 years ago, Nutmeg. One thing I did want to say, when you were talking about it months ago, my apologies about the rift you were dealing with 2 years ago. I mean, which, as you said, um, Graham and Fiona's Christmas live streams proved instrumentally useful in easing the burden of loneliness away from you. So, so I am sorry about the rift you were dealing with a few short years ago. But I do hope your Christmas will be better this year. Your brother is oh no! Really? They're still I didn't realize your siblings were narcissists. No, I really didn't realize, Nutmeg, that your siblings were narcissists. What could they have done? I mean, just what on earth could they have done? Oh, sister-in-law, I mean, what could they have done? I mean, what on earth could those two have done? I mean, narcissism is horrific. Narcissism is greatly horrific. I'm so sorry. I'm just so sorry hearing this, Nutmeg. No, I'm really so I'm so sorry that you've got a narcissist for a brother and sister-in-law. Your husband is a food salesman who sells to restaurants. No, well done for what your husband does, Pamela. Well done for all that he does. I'm happy Sapper gave you those wishes, Herman. Oh, Harriet, the boob gate, you're on for it, aren't you? No, but no, but one thing I would say, since seeing what Nutmeg had just shared, which does emphasize in a way a strong point, a seriously strong point. If you suspect you've got anybody, if any of you, if any of you in here suspect that you've got narcissists in your family, do always let one thing I would say is for those of you who suspect you've got narcissists, in the case of Nutmeg's brother and sister-in-law, obviously don't hesitate to walk away. That's my advice to all. No, but having a narcissist for a brother and a sister-in-law, and that is not only is it horrific, but it's horrendous. It's horrendous. I'm really happy you having Graham and Fiona for Christmas Lives made it bearable last year. I mean, especially since you just lost your dearly loved husband, I'm glad it made things bearable for you. Thank you, Herman. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, oh yes. Meep meep. Phew. No, I definitely don't think you're a narcissist, Dave. I certainly don't think you're one. I mean, you were looking out well. You were wishing Nutmeg's mother well, and you're greeting all of us well, so you're certainly not one. But your father is a narcissist, and you always wish any one of us, and you're wishing all of us good health for Christmas. You don't really expect that from a narcissist, Dave. So I would not in any way say that you have narcissistic traits. It's normally about people who think about themselves, narcissists, Herman. It's normally people who think about themselves. Now, how do you not? Meep, meep, zoom. Yes, yes, H.G. Truder, Herman, he would explain narcissism a lot better than I would. No, it's not just all that my channel's about, Harriet. It's about it's about all sorts of things, and of course live streaming as well. Live streaming, event attending, obviously the railway side of things. This is true. This is true, Dave. You're completely right. But H.G. Truder, he would explain that. He would explain something like that very well. H.G. Truder, now I know you follow him quite well, don't you, Master? You follow H.G. Truder well. I knew you were going to say that, Harriet. Little Shaman. Oh, it sounds interesting, actually. Sorry, wait a moment. No, but I think we need to. But could we? Oh, sorry. Wait a moment. Sorry, something's going on. Right, I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here now. Can anyone see me? I'm here, but my computer ran out of charge. No, I mean, my computer ran out of charge, but I'm here now. Am I here? Can anyone see me? Okay. Oh, you can see me, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Gertrude. Nice to see you. Oh, and hello, Sea Gypsy. Hello. Now. Oh, can anyone see me? Okay. Can anyone see me? All right. Pamela, Nutmeg, Gertrude, Harriet, Anthony, Herman, Dave, Marcia. Okay, you can see me. No, I didn't end for emergency, no, but no, because my computer ran out of battery. It ran out of battery before I got the chance to charge it up, so I had to put the charger in to plug it up. Affirmative, like they'd say in the army. Affirmative. Yeah. Affirmative. Affirmative. Good to see you, Sea Gypsy. Yes, it's the one and only Nutmeg, Gertrude, yes. It certainly is. Thank you, Sea Gypsy. Thank you for your kindly wishes towards Nutmeg. No, but have we now finished our conversation on narcissists, have we? No, because obviously narcissism obviously seriously affects Nutmeg. Narcissism seriously affects poor Nutmeg. So I do hope we got our final mile on the narcissism topic done because because narcissism. I mean, and now that since Nutmeg has got a narcissist in her family, a brother and sister-in-law, which is painfully tragic. Not only is it painfully tragic, but it can hurt. It really hurts when one has a narcissist in the family, especially if it's a malignant or a toxic narcissist. So I certainly do sincerely hope we got our final mile of narcissism done and all that. Your mother and brother are narcissists. Oh dear. Oh, that is painful. Now that really is painful. That's very, very painful, learning so. But that must be extremely difficult to contemplate too. See, Gypsy. Narcissism is hurtful. Narcissism really is well and truly hurtful. Did you say that sarcastically, Gertrude? Did you say that sarcastically, if I may ask you? You had a female manager who bullied you back in 2018, then currently a co-owner in your condo association. Now your brother and yes, no, I know you didn't mean that narcissists are so lovable and precious. They're clearly not. They're clearly not. Oh no, see, Gypsy, they drove your older brother to suicide. Yes, hugs to our nutmeg. I think the word you were referring to, Pamela, was arsehole. I think that's what you were talking about. No, I cannot tell you how sorry I feel about poor Sea Gypsy's older brother. No, but I thought you had two brothers, Nutmeg. No, but I really do hope your other brother's not a narcissist. I just hope he's not a narcissist by all means. I mean, I really hope not. I mean, I seriously hope not. I just cannot believe you've been the target of malignant narcissists. I'm so sorry hearing this, Nutmeg. Would that stop? I mean, because of what you've gone through, Nutmeg, would that stop you planning from doing something on the weekend or anything? I mean, if I may ask, is there anything that would stop you from planning something over the weekend, Nutmeg, if I may ask you? Would anything stop you from planning something over the weekend because of what you've gone through, if I may ask? Just a snob? No. I'm not sure if snobs are as bad as narcissists, I don't think. I don't think snobs are as bad as narcissists, I don't think. No, but that's again an interesting change of topic, going to the snobs. Snobs. I mean, I think some snobbish traits can be quite hurtful. I think I am aware that snobbish traits, um, I think snobbish traits, can be hurtful traits. Harriet, we've changed the topic. We're now moving on to snobbish traits. No. Harriet, I said we've changed the topic to snobbish traits now. I mean, we're serious. No, seriously, we've changed the topic now. You don't need to repeat what you've said. No, we've changed the topic, Gertrude. We've changed the topic. Harriet, I said I've changed the topic. What's wrong with moving on to talking about snobbish traits, Harriet? We've changed the topic. You have to be careful. You have to be careful because you adore your only niece and nephew, and they would alienate you for them. So you have to be careful. No, that makes fair sense. That makes complete strong sense. Yes, no, no, Nutmeg, we did change the topic. We went away from narcissism, and then we went to snobbish traits, only for Harriet to dispute it. But we're going to really need to move from both narcissism and snobbish traits. We need to move away from both of them now. No, we need to move from both of them and then get to something completely different. No, we've moved on from both of them now, Harriet, and I've made the point clear. I've made the point clear. Good question, Pamela. I could give an idea for a childhood book, Cat and Canary. I think your grandchildren would like Cat and Canary, the storybook written by Michael Forman. And a toy collie dog. I used to have a toy collie dog when I was a little boy, a black and white toy collie dog. So I think that could be an idea. And that was and I had a toy collie dog in my childhood that I cherished. I, you know, and a childhood book, and I've still got it. I've still got it. I said dog, dog, dog. Sorry, Harriet. Sorry. Sorry, Jody. Sorry, Harriet. Oh gosh, I can't remember now, Harriet. Pamela, it was a long time ago now. It's a long, long time ago now. Very long time now. Cat and Canary. No, I mean, no, Pamela, can I share a point? Um, regarding Cat and Canary, it's a storybook not very many people would have heard of, just to say. Not so many people would have heard of this story. So, Cat and Canary, it's a story I would by and large recommend. Yes, it's Cat and Canary. You got it right, Pamela. Yes, Cat and Canary. Cat and Canary. Actually, if you wait a moment, I've got the book. I've actually got the book. So if you bear with me a moment, I've just got to get the book now, and I'll show it to all of you what I mean by my childhood story book and all that. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, right. Gonna look for it. Which moment? Sorry, everyone. I will be back. I've just got to look for my book. Just looking for it now. Right. Oh, gosh. It's gotta be here. Oh, that thing. I know where it is. Oh, no. Right. I think I've got it now. I think I've got it. Sorry, everyone. I'm still here. Ah, got it. Got it. Oh. Right, I'm back. Sorry about this. Sorry about this, everybody. No, I'm sorry about that. No, oh, Dave's here. Hello, Dave. Nice to see you. Now, this is the book I was referring to, Cat and Canary. That is my child. This here, my childhood, one of my childhood favourites, Cat and Canary. Oh, it's a pleasure, Pam. You just took a screenshot. How lovely. How lovely. Tuxedo cat. I don't know the breed of the cat in the story. Oh, Jodie. Jodie, I saw you were going into I just saw that you were going back to lacking. No, Jodie, I am sorry if I am caused you any upset. I'm sorry if I caused you any upset, Jodie, but I had to locate the book so that Pamela knew what I was talking about. And I located the book. If you want to see, Jodie, this is my childhood book. My grandparents got me this book when when I was about 7, and I've never been without it since. I've never been without this book since I was 7, and I do read it. I do read it still. And in fact, I actually take it with me everywhere I go. This book. It's one of my favorite childhood books. Thank you, Pamela. I can't tell you how thankful I am to still have it, even as a now 23-year-old man. As a little 23-year-old man, I'm so thankful to still have it. Actually, no, I'm not little in real life. I'm small, yes. I'm small, yes, but not exactly little. I'm not what one would describe petite, but small, yes. But definitely as a little boy, I had it. Well, in fact, I still could be a little boy to some of you, couldn't I? You still have your childhood books, Enid Blyton, the Naughtiest Girls series. I know Enid Blyton. Enid Blyton, good author. Michael Forman's also brilliant too. And Judith Carr, also the late Judith Carr, a fantastic late author. Thank you, Jodie. No, really, Jodie, I cannot tell you how thankful and fortunate I am to still have this book, even into my 20s, you know. You have a few childhood treasures as well. You have a doll, your grandfather. You have a doll your grandfather gave you 58 years ago. Impressive. Impressive. You've still kept it. Pamela, well done you. I totally agree, Gertrude. No, but I am sorry if I left you for quite a while, all of you, when I was locating the book. It was just Pamela really wanted to know one of my childhood, either a childhood toy or a childhood, as much as, and I thought I'd tell the childhood book and a good childhood toy that her grandchildren would like. Because Pamela, she's got young grandchildren, and I only wanted to give my best contributed help I could. Only 5 years older than your son? I didn't know you had a son. Dave, how interesting. Interesting. It's the hatchet man. As a military brat, you didn't move much with us. No. No, but who is it that I could be seen as one's little boy still? I could still be a little boy. Oh, Pamela, how lovely learning you loved your late grandfather as much as I loved mine. No, I really did love no, I really did love my late grandfather. I really did. I really well and truly loved and looked up to him when I was throughout my childhood and also in other parts of my misspent youth. No, no, really. I was very close to my late grandfather up until he died. My Edmund, Pamela, I mean, such a wonderful little old man he was. He was such a wonderful little old man. And I was very, very close to him big time up until he died. I really was. But I mean, I cannot begin to describe. I cannot begin to describe what it was like losing my late grandfather Edmund. You know, I mean, I was very, very upset when he died. You know. No, I think probably not so much you, Zeph, but who is it I really could be seen as a little boy to one? Mary and Glenn, quite likely. Pamela Morrow, Pamela Garza, Deborah Chellingworth. You know, so so I think I could be seen as a little boy to some. How lovely, Heidi. How lovely learning you've had a teddy bear since you was a baby. I'd make a little boy for your grandson, wouldn't I, Pamela? I could definitely make a little boy for your as a grandson too, you couldn't I? And I could be Pamela Morrow's little boy too. And Pamela's like, you could be my child, couldn't you? Well, why I say I couldn't be little boy to you, Zeph, because I'm taller than you, that's why. That's why. So there we are. No, I'm happy being a grown. I'm happy being a. I'm happy being a small, fully grown man. I'm happy being a small, fully grown man. You know, a small thing as I am fully grown. No, but to some people, I mean, I think those who are taller than that of myself and potentially a bit bigger for size of weight and all that, I really could be. I think I really could see. I really could be seen as a little boy to some. They said, "Oh, I think we need to be more careful with words like that, Dave. I think the saying is, all good things come in small packages, is what the saying goes in. But the other word I'd be much more careful about using. Now, we have different laws over in England than we do in the United States of America, Dave. And some words can actually potentially get us into serious trouble, just to say. Well, don't worry, Dave, you didn't know, but I'm just saying now. I'm just saying no. I'm just saying now. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you for saying I have many wonderful ladies and gentlemen that cared about me. Thank you. I mean, all of you cared and look out for me so well. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, Zeph. Okay. You still call your 6'4" son a little boy? How lovely, Pamela. How lovely. Now, I do know all of you cared about me greatly, and I thank all of you for how much you look out and care for me, you know. No, really, I do well and truly look out, I really do well and truly appreciate all of you who look out and care for me. And there was something particularly moving that Deborah Chellingworth once said to me. Deborah Chellingworth once said that she loves me like I'm one of her own grandsons, because she's only got just one grandson and that's it, you know, and she looks to me as if I'm a grandson to her. Sometimes my eyes are not fast enough either, Nutmeg. And the other thing that I'm not fast enough to do is run. Yeah, one thing I can't, and another thing I cannot do fast enough is run fast enough. Unfortunately, even with these 30 inside legs, I sadly cannot run fast enough, unfortunately. But there we are. Well, it matches my height, really, having 30 inside legs, a 30 inseam, a 30 inseam with a 30-inch waist to go with it. So I think for some, I really would be a little boy to some. I mean, but yeah, yeah, I think so too, Nutmeg. Yeah, yeah, yes. No, but no, but that's lovely. It's an easy mistake to do, Dave, but just so that you're aware that we do have different laws over in England than we do in the United States of America. And even Zeph is right on that. She's very right on that. Yes, we're 90 minutes, Harriet and Pamela. Oh, no, Harriet, I am sorry if I berated you when we were talking about a very deep and strong topic earlier on. No, I'm sorry if I came across as berating you, you know. Oh, have you got to go, Pamela? I wouldn't want to say goodbye without giving you a big, nice, long hug always. Well, your little boy, for a friend, wouldn't want to say goodbye without giving you a big, nice, long hug. Oh, oh, oh. Now, it's always wonderful having our Pamela on board, isn't it, Harriet? Oh, a big, nice, long hug and squeeze to our Pamela. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, a big, nice, long hug, squeeze, and cuddles to Pamela. Thank you, Herman. Thank you for your friendliness as usual. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I wouldn't want to let go giving one a hug. Oh, oh. And always a big hug to our Pamela Gertrude. It's a pleasure, Harriet. No, really, Harriet. I didn't mean to come across as berating you. Do stoke the fire, all right, Sea Gypsy. I mean, do stoke it appropriately and legally, won't you? But do sleep well, won't you, Sea Gypsy? But don't get too cold, because obviously -5 is I couldn't bear -5, but it's always see, Gypsy, it's always so lovely seeing you in here. Loved you always, see, Gypsy. This is as true, only as truth as things, Gertrude. Mods really are well and truly important. Well and truly. No, I vow, Zev, since you were talking about my eyes drooping, I vow to just keep going. I vow to just keep going until I literally droop off. You know, I'm not gonna, I don't mean I'm gonna stop when I fall asleep, but once I begin to droop, I would stop. This is true, Zeph. Harriet, what Zeph and Nutmeg have just mentioned, this is completely true, actually. No, Harriet really would be proud last week, I know. Yes, because yourself and Nutmeg got me off the live stream last week because I was drooping. Yes, no, thank you for wishing Sea Gypsy well, Gertrude and Zeph. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you. No, I remember last week, Zeph. I remember it only too well. When yourself and Gertrude, no, yourself and Nutmeg got me to sleep and got me off the live. Yeah. Oh, yes. No, yes, if I tried, because I wanted to carry on, didn't I? But it was literally an attitude of, oh, no, you won't. You listen to us, please. Yes, Zev, anything yourself and Nutmeg say. And even when I went over time slightly, you both of you were like, look, come on, hun, please get off the live and go to bed. Please, honey, come on. And then before long, I was tucked into bed and I said, "Oh, we've got to finish now." And they're like, "Thank you for listening to me." Oh, don't. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not trying to laugh now. No, I know you were ill, Harriet. No, I can't tell you how very sorry I am for learning that you were ill last week. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for how ill you were last week. If you was there, do you really think you wouldn't have shut things down myself? Of course you would have shut. Of course you would have gotten me to bed. Of course you would. And obviously because I got into trouble for doing that impromptu nearly a couple of weeks ago, um, because I got into trouble for it, it taught me to listen to my mods and supporters better. So and since the incident, what I was asked to do, I did as I was told, Harriet. And had you been there, yes, I would have definitely done as I was told. No, I really would. Yes, yes, it was yes. Well, it was actually yourself and Nutmeg who said that, Zeph, saying, "Come on, hun. Come on, hun. You need to go to bed, please." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Okay." No, no, I'm just no, but I really do hope I don't get droopy anytime soon. I really hope not. Oh no, you got another week off. Oh, Harriet. Oh no, Harriet. You have another week off. No, I really do hope you get better soon, Harriet. No, really, I really do hope you get better soon. I mean, the last thing you'd want is to be medically retired because of ill health. No, I really, really do hope you're not going to be medically retired, Harriet, because of poor health. And I really do hope you get better soon. But you got another week off work. I'm so sorry for your ill health. No, I've never done 6 hours, Zeph. I've never done 6 hours, but I have done about 5 hours, however. I think it was 5 hours, or it could have been longer. But I don't know. I really don't know. No, but I wish I could do maybe what? I hope I can do 4 or 5 hours today. I really hope so. But the only thing is, if I get droopy, the moment I'm caught for looking droopy and drowsy, I will just have to stop and listen to not only the mods, but everybody else, including Zeph and Nutmeg. I mean, once I'm caught with droopy eyes, then it's Harriet, Zeph, and Nutmeg who are going to tuck me into bed and say, "Look, come on, off the live stream. We're going to tuck you into bed and hug and kiss you good night, love. Come on now. Come on, hun. Come on, hun." No, yes, you were in the record-breaking live, Nutmeg. Yes, you were in it, and you congratulated me for it, didn't you? And in the same way that when you were there when yourself and Zeph asked me to stop the live and said, "Come on, hun, please. You need your sleep. You need to go to bed. Come on, please, please, honey, please, honey, come on." Oh yes, Nutmeg and Zeph, yes. I think it's more likely. I'll check. I'll check anyway. No, but Harriet, no, really, I do hope you've not been forced into retirement because of it being done medically due to ill health. I really hope that's not going to happen to you, because that would be a terrible thing if you've been medically forced into retirement. Now, I hope it won't happen to any of you being medically forced into retirement because of ill health, you know. I mean, two people I worry about being forced into being medically retired by the doctor is not just Nutmeg because of poor health, but Harriet too. Now, I really do hope either one of you won't be forced into retirement on medical grounds anytime soon. I really hope not. That's all one can do, Dave. That's all one can do. Do their best when signing a petition and all that. Yes, once I'm caught with any drooping, it's over. I know. I know, Gertrude, yes, it's party's over. The party's over now. Now it's time to go to bed. Please go to bed now. Your eyes are now really drooping. You are now very tired. You need to go to bed. Now, I really hope your doctor won't medically retire you. I really do hope you're not going to be forced into retirement because of doctor's advice and things. I really do hope this won't happen to you, Harriet. But I'm happy learning your employer adores me because, well, had your employer found out that you had to be medically retired because of health, forced into retirement medically due to health, I think your employer would be devastated, wouldn't your employer? But at least you've got your common sense. Yes, I have lots of eyes on me. Well, for my own good, those efforts, for my own good, isn't it? Rightly so. Holy night. No, it's an emotional Christmas song, Nutmeg. It's a very, very emotional Christmas song, you know. The thrill has gone to linger on. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There are songs that bring me to tears as well, Nutmeg. But one thing that does bring me to tears, Nutmeg, when looking back on it now, was what my friend said to me. Looking back on that moment now, this time last year, it still brings me to tears. It can still bring me to tears and still gives me goosebumps. What my friend said to me this time last year, back in November of 2023. I looked at what she said to me and I was just there were just tears rolling down my face when it happened. No, choir singing, it's worth listening to, choir singing. Choir singing is well worth listening to, you know. No, I like choir singing. I really do like choir songs, Nutmeg, I really do. Send in the Clowns. I think that was a play. I think that was a stage play. Send in the Clowns. I think quite a good few actors and actresses won quite a good few Tony Awards for it when it happened. What is it that I'm looking for? But Harriet said she misses Matt. Well, I think when Matt's next with you, I guess the only thing Harriet's really waiting to do is just cuddle up in Matt's lap, and then as she's sitting in Matt's lap, she's just giving him a cuddle, and and he can just cuddle her in his arms as if Harriet's like a little baby to him. It would be quite a nice, I think that would be a nice moment for our Harriet, wouldn't it? Since she does get on well with Matt himself. Oh, Matt. Oh, I feel like a little baby being able to cuddle up in your lap like this. Oh, oh. you know. Although I think there probably would be times where Matt would have to restrain Harriet on his lap, and then she'd be, "Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!" No, 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 Harriet, you need to behave yourself, please. You know, unless you behave yourself, I'll let you go from my lap. you know, true that, true that. I'm literally looking for something now. All right, what is it I'm looking for? On my record-breaking live stream, it was 5 hours and 15 minutes. Just to say, 5 hours, 15 minutes was my record-breaking live stream. And I really do wish I could do 6 hours. I really do hope I can do 6 hours one day. You love my impressions. I'm gutted. Yes, that's true. We're 5 hours ahead of Massachusetts. Heidi, yes, yes. Switches to Central somewhere in Indiana. I think that you're right there, Dave, yes. Nobody can restrain you once if you get fed up. Oh, okay. Okay. No, but how would you feel if Matt, an over 6 foot and 15 stone man, well, 210 pound man, weighs 6 foot two, 210 pounds, how would you feel if he was restraining you on your lap? How would you feel it restraining you on his lap? How would you feel about that if he did that? This is true, Zeph. This is certainly true. Yes. Meep meep vroom, if that's what you're referring to, Gertrude. Meep meep vroom. No, I really do hope I can do a 5 or 6 hour live again. I've never done 6 hours, but am I going to do a 6 hour live? Well, I'm sure hell going to try one day. That's if I don't get droopy, that is. Because once I get droopy, once I start getting droopy, it's party's over. Gertrude just put in the meep meep vroom. you know, I've seen the cartoon countless times. I've seen the cartoon countless times and all that. No concerns about Matt whatsoever. Thank you. Happy learning so. Harriet, happy learning so. This is true. No man can do 6 hours without getting droopy. Too right there, Harriet. Very, very right there. But if I may ask oneself, what's one's favourite thing to do in the summer months when the weather's kinder and when the weather's kinder, warmer and sunnier? What's one's favourite thing to do in the summer months? If I may ask all of you in here, I'm sure there's something many of you like to do in the summer. The last thing I'd want for any of you is to be bored just doing things inside all the time, you know. But what's one's favourite thing to do in the summer, if I may ask? Well, sorry if it was too much asking this and all that. You started at 10 a.m. and ended at 10 p.m. Oh gosh, no, that's a long time to sustain a live stream. Picnic at the lake. That's always a good thing to do, picnic at the lake. It's always a good thing to do. Botanical garden. Botanical garden. Oh, that sounds like a nice point of interest. Sounds like a fantastic point of interest. Hike through the woods. Oh gosh. Hike through the woods. Favorite thing to do in the summer is wish for autumn when it's cooler. Oh gosh. Wow. Arizona is technically mountain time. But since they don't change their clock, they end up on PST. Oh gosh, wow. Oh gosh. Need to get their act together, don't they? City Arizona. Oh gosh. And all that. Oh, hello to AG Aviation. I remember you saying you got back issues. Now, it's not an easy thing to contemplate, too. Back back issues. I thought you couldn't hike through the woods, Nutmeg. I honestly thought you couldn't hike through the woods. You know. But one thing that can sometimes surprise me in a great few bits and pieces is what could stop oneself from planning over the weekend and all that, when there's quite a great deal to do over the weekend and things. But I just thought I'd just share the piece on that. That's all. Oh, okay. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me so, Nutmeg. So I didn't know whether you could cope with a hike or not, and all that. I think it will involve a flight, highly, going to Arizona. I think it involves a flight from your neck of the woods. Yeah, yeah. Very good point there, Zeph. Very good point. Yeah, yeah. Very, very well shared point. True that, Gertrude, I know. True that. Very well shared point on that. Yeah, yeah. I could imagine it would be hard to hike on steep hills, Dave. I could only imagine that only too well. Oh gosh, that's a very long time to be in San Fran. No, it has. I think it is quite drug. I heard it is very, very drug infested now, San Francisco. I think a few friends of mine, they went about a year ago or so, and they were just shocked at how drug infested it was. No, they couldn't believe how drug infested it was when they went. San Francisco. I mean, how it could have gotten that bad. It's shocking. It's shocking. That is terrible. That is terrible, Dave. I was only just sorry, Harriet. Sorry. I was only just trying to share a point with what my friends were sharing. Just trying to share a point. You know, that's all. That's all. That's all. No, but sorry, Harriet. Sorry if I took you by shock. My apologies. I said I was sorry, Harriet. My apologies. Yes, I know. I know, Zeph. Yes. Yes, I know. And if I may ask, do people, does any of you in here think people have gotten better over the years or worse over the years? Worse to the point where it'll stop you going out and all that, if I may ask. Sorry if it was a bad set of questioning and all that. Because some people believe we've got too many arseholes. I would say there are a great many arseholes out here. Not any of you on here. All of you are fantastic. But I'm talking about those who obviously wouldn't associate themselves with us and all that, unless they're trolls, that is. And obviously trolls is something we take dead seriously here. You know. I'm so glad you left California, Zeph. I'm glad you left California when you went. And Gertrude made a very good point about what the effect back injury can do and all that. Yeah, I don't know if I'd visit San Francisco, given where it's got to now. I don't know if I'd go now or not. This is true, Harriet, yeah. This is true. Totally right. Totally right, yes. I know that, Zeph. Yes, I know. I know. It's just very sad what it's got to now. I know. I know. I mean, seeing something, I mean, it's just so awful how many places have fallen into unneeded dystopia. It's just dreaded. It's very dreaded that it's happened, you know. Very, very dreaded, you know, by and large, if above and beyond anything. No, I don't think you would, Zeph. Given where it's got to now, I don't think you'd probably let me go. I think it'd be right for you to not let me go. No, but I did want to ask, what's Boston like for crime rate and all that? Is it worse than it has been, or is the crime rate in Boston anything like the crime rate in New York and all that? Because apparently, isn't there a serious crime? As far as I'm certain, there's a serious crime rate in New York, as far as I'm certain, but I don't know. I don't know. Interesting, interesting, Zeph. No, I wouldn't mind to see the Grand Canyon. The only thing is I'm not so keen on flying, that's the thing. But but uh but yes, yes, Grand Canyon. No, it's an interesting point of interest and a very prominent point of interest, the Grand Canyon, you know. A very, very big and good prominent point of interest and all that, you know. You lived in California back when it was your beloved Texas. No, no, no. Do be assured, Harriet. I'm being very careful on that. Hoping so too, Nutmeg. I do hope Texas doesn't resemble California, given where it's got to. I really hope it doesn't, sincerely. You know? No, 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 but is Boston anything like New York, if I may ask? Boston, Massachusetts. Because I've never been to Boston, but I just really hope it doesn't get to what New York has got to. I really hope not. But I'm No, but I'm fairly certain there are lots of points of interest in Boston and all that. I'm fairly certain there's not just Boston, but other points of interest in Massachusetts and all the rest of things, as far as I'm aware, by and large and all that. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm glad it's very different to New York City. I'm so glad it's different to New York. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, true that, Dave. True that. Yeah. I could imagine. I could imagine. It's a very, very prominent point of interest in the Massachusetts state and in a lot of the United States of America. Boston baked beans. I could. Oh gosh! Wow, interesting. I just hope it doesn't set Harriet off. What you just said, Nutmeg. I really hope this does not set Harriet off, or otherwise I'm just going to get a painful telling off. Otherwise, did I get any message? No, I didn't. No, but if I may ask, when we mention New York City, um, does one think New York City's gotten better over the years, or does one think New York has gotten worse over the years, if I may ask oneself? I mean, sorry if it was a bad set of questioning, that is. I could only imagine so, Nutmeg, I could only imagine that Boston has got great history. I could imagine this very, very well, you know. Well, it goes to surprise you what some revelations may give you, Zeph, and all that. Goes to surprise certain revelations you hear from some people and all the rest of it. I could imagine, Gertrude. No, I would have thought so, Zeph. I would have thought so. I would have thought so, Gertrude. I would have thought so, Gertrude. Yes, and Heidi. Yes, I would have thought so too. Yeah, I would have thought so. Is this in referral to crime or other things, if I may ask? Sorry if it was too much, because this is going to set Harriet off, obviously, unfortunately. You know. Daniel Penny. I don't know this Daniel Penny. Oh, sorry, Harriet. Sorry. Yeah, let's do it, Zeph. Do it, yeah. Yeah, no, we're going to leave it alone, Zeph. We're going to leave it alone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to get to a lighter topic. No, it was namely me, Gertrude. So I take the responsibility for it. Most unfortunately, but for I take the responsibility for the right reasons. For the right reasons. Let's listen to our Harriet. I don't know if that's going to work. Don't know if it's a good idea to talk about it, Nutmeg. I think we need to listen to Harriet because I really don't want to get into trouble with Harriet. I really don't. As Harriet said, my content comes first, and some topics wouldn't be safe for me. One thing I did want to share is potentially next week I may be going event attending. I think I may have a good potential possibility of event attending. And the event I'm hoping to go to this time next week is a Christmas event in Brighton. Oh no, what happened to Nutmeg? What happened to Nutmeg? What happened to Nutmeg? Oh, no, 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 no. I really hope Nutmeg's not blocked. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I really hope Nutmeg isn't blocked. Oh, God. Why was Nutmeg timed out? That's something I'm a little bit, well, I'm a little bit annoyed Nutmeg was timed out. Oh, you're here. I mean, but why was Nutmeg timed out? Oh, okay. Thank you, Harriet. No, I don't think Nutmeg did anything wrong. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you. No, I think it will be a lovely Christmas treat. A lovely treat. It'll be like an early Christmas present if I go. Christmas fair. Yes, no, I don't know if we got a Christmas. I don't think it's a Christmas fair event. Yankees, I actually have heard of Yankees, Harriet. I have heard of Yankees. I think it's a football team, Yankees, in New York. I think it's a New York City Yankee football team, Yankees. Oh, there, yeah, you're too right. Very, very right, Harriet. No, the UK Christmas markets are, not only are they stellar, they're enchanted. They are enchanted. Right. Mm. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, it's baseball. Oh, sorry, Nutmeg, it's baseball. Sorry. Sorry, Nutmeg, it was baseball. Thank you for your reminder. Oh, baseball. Thank you, Zeph. Sorry. My mistake. My mistake. My naughty, 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 naughty mistake. Don't worry if you can't remember whether you've signed a petition or not, Dave. Don't worry. You can only try your best, as you said. And I totally agree with your sentiment, your sentimental point. You can only do what you can. That's all one can do. Oh, it was Dave. It was Dave talking about something Anthony was signing. Sorry, what's going on? Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you, thank you. But most modern day movies are done to death now. Most modern day movies are completely done to death, except for Paddington in Peru, which fortunately is not. That's not done to death. But But other than that, most modern day movies now, in the last what 5 or so years, 5 6 years, something like that, are very very done to death now. They're very very done to death. Speaking of the movies and all that, Frankfurt, that's in Germany. Frankfurt is in Germany. Frankfurt's in the country of Germany, Zev, to tell oneself of things. Oh yes, because you're in an army family, aren't you, Zev? I remember you saying before. I remember you saying before. You went to a Christmas market in Stockholm. Harriet, oh, enchanted. No, Harriet. Harriet, do share your time in Stockholm. I do hope your time at the Stockholm Christmas market was okay. Oh, very, very hard question. Good but hard question, Anthony. A very good but hard question, I must say. I know, yes, yes, 2 hours. I've done it before, Gertrude. I can still keep doing it. I can still keep doing 2 hours, 30 plus minutes. I well and truly certainly can, I must say. Uh, you know, but Gertrude, if I do happen to go, thank you for wishing me well if I happen to go to the Christmas event. It's taking place in a museum. I'm not going to say which museum it's going to be taking place in, but if I happen to go this time next week, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I mean, I love my event attending. I wouldn't change event attending for the world. I wouldn't change this affinity for the world. I really wouldn't. You know. I would never, never, never. I mean, I would never change event attending for the world, Gertrude. And Gertrude, and quite on a deeply philosophical noting, Gertrude. No, event attending has really helped me in life. It's really well and truly helped me for something in life, Gertrude, and it's really taught me something in life, event attending and all that. It really has. After what was I mean, until I met David, I only knew of two annual events, just two annual events before I met David. Just two annual events, and that's it. And and even if there are some events that David didn't tell me about, I mean, even if there were events that there were some events that David himself didn't tell me about, and all the rest of it, so I mean, I have the incentive to go and all that. Thank you, Heine. Thank you. Now, if I do happen to go, I don't know if I'm definitely going to go or not. I don't know. But if I do happen to go, I'll certainly take a video. This is true, Nutmeg. Yes, this is true. I mean, I'm only too gladly pleased that David got me into I'm only too pleased, Nutmeg, that David got me into the event attending and all that. Whether it's events he recommended me to go to and certain events I found out about. So I'm really pleased he got me into it. No, I mean really, Nutmeg, I'm really only too gladly pleased I've gotten into it. Because David got me into the event attending, Nutmeg, at what was an extremely low point in my life. You know, it was a critically low. It was a critically, painfully critically low point in my life when I first met David and when he first recommended the event attending to me. No. I mean, when I first met David, Nutmeg, I was broken. I was broken at the time when I first met David. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you always for your support towards David and I. Thank you. Thank you. No, I cannot thank David enough. I thank him big time, Gertrude. I mean, I was broken when I first met David. I was broken at this point. Yes, good point there, Nutmeg. Don't we all want to believe in Santa? Very well shared answer and good point. No, but no, but Nutmeg makes a fantastic point. Event tending really is, well and truly, a great way to meet others, local and beyond. And of course, I've got the chat group too. Yes, of course, but then the event tending advantage too. It really opened a doorway to some opportunities. The event tending, Nutmeg, it really did. Getting time. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Zeph, I didn't see the comment until I saw it nearly too late. Oh no! Oh no! What have I done? And sorry, Anthony, for the language, but I was very, very surprised as to how late I saw Zeph's comment. Oh no! I'm so sorry I saw your comment so late, Zeph. No, really. Oh no, Harriet! Oh no! I saw it too late because I was deeply talking about something. Oh no! I'm so sorry, all of you. No, I am sorry I didn't see yours or Zeph's comment until a few short minutes ago. I am sorry, but I think Zeph and Harriet want me to go to bed now. Even though I'd not finished my story, I think Zeph and Harriet want me to go to bed because, they're the ones who are gonna. I think Zeph, Harriet, and Foxy, no, Zeph, Harriet, and Nutmeg are likely the ones who are gonna tuck me into bed now. As as far as I'm likely aware. No, but I should have seen. I think no, but Zeph said it's time to I think it's time to wrap things up. But I was like, oh no, I was so late to see it. Oh no. So I really should be held accountable for seeing it only nearly too late. Thank you, Zeph. No, but when then Nutmeg shared the good point about event attending, and of course Gertrude too. I mean, I was broken at the time when I first met David. I was broken at this point. I mean, I was going through a lot at this time. At this point, I was really going through a lot. My grandfather had just died, and then I was dealing with other problems, dealing with relationship issues, and oh gosh, and another thing I was dealing with at the time. Oh dear. I used not to talk about it because I I did many years ago, I did an internship course I did, which by the time I'd met David, the internship I did, unfortunately did not make it to the finish. Now, normally, if I was to do something and couldn't succeed at something, normally I'd just be disappointed or sad. But because of what I was going through, at the time, with the loss of Edmund, my late grandfather, and then the relationship issues, and with what I was doing, the internship that didn't make it to the finish line, with all those things piled on, I mean that it wouldn't have happened had this not happened, but it just it pushed me to a breaking point mentally. It pushed me to a breaking point. Not only did it push me to a mental breaking point, it pushed me to a mental breaking point to the point where it just broke me for months. It broke me for months. because of all that I was dealing with at the time. It just broke me for months. I mean, it broke me to the point where I lost interest in life. It was something I never spoke about. I wouldn't talk about it for a long, long time. And actually, it took me over 2.5 years to talk to David about what meeting him and the event attending he got me into was truly meant to me. It took me nearly 3 years to tell David and open up to him about it. I mean, by the time of last year, I could open up about it without getting very, very upset. But in the early days, I used to just get very, very upset if I was to ever talk about it and all that. So I never said a word about it to David when I first met him. I just wouldn't talk about it. I mean, I just wouldn't talk about it at all. Because it was just too painful to talk about it at the time. It was just too painful because of all that I was dealing with. I mean, some days I could go out but not take any pleasure in life before meeting David. I could go out and do something, but never take any pleasurable enjoyment into life until, until very, very many months later. Some days I just broke. Some days I just broke down because of what I was going through and what I was pushed to mentally. Some days I just broke, you know. I never spoke about it at the time, but I mean, I never liked talking about it because of because of the effect it had on me. But you know, so yes, yes. I think if anything, I mean, my mother was worried about me. It meant, no, I know this is true. This is true. But then I was dealing with other problems within months after the loss of my late grandfather Edmund. I was dealing with other problems after that. But all I was dealing with, even after the other added troubles I was dealing with, it just pushed me to a breaking point. It completely pushed me to a breaking point, you know. And then I met David. But the thing I would change now when I first met David, if I could change our first encountering, I would have given him a much more a happier and much more open greeting when I first met him. I greet him much more openly now than compared to when I first met him. Just to say, thank you, Nutmeg. I'm fine now. I'm okay now. Eventually, I came to terms with what happened to the internship course and all that. When I was like, yes, there was nothing I could have done to have saved it from not making it all the way through and just accept what happened and just move on. But at first, I just couldn't move on because of what I was dealing with at the time, the loss of my grandfather, dealing to then later on dealing with relationship issues and an internship course I did that didn't make it through, that didn't make it to the end. You know, I just couldn't move on initially. I just couldn't move on from it because of what the effect it had and all that I was dealing with. I just couldn't move on. So meeting David, it really changed a lot for the better, really. It really had proved, the event attending proved a huge turning point in my life after I met David. It really did. And it was after the Worthing, I just about went to Worthing bus rally, but didn't take the pleasure in going than I otherwise would have because of how I was feeling. But after I met David, after the Worthing bus rally event was over, he suggested that I go to Tinker's Park. And I have to admit, I wasn't sure about going. Because of how I was feeling at the time, I wasn't sure as to whether or not I wanted to go. But do you know what I did? Even though I wasn't sure about going, I really thought about it. I thought about what he said. I thought and I thought. And then something did tell me was, you're very, very broken and so upset to the point where you've lost interest in life. Bad things happen. It's going to take time for you to find your old or newfound happiness. But what can we say to this now 20-year-old, very young and very depressed and hurt in a way, like a dead shell, full in a pit of hell, and absolutely knackered after a hard day? So what can we say to the most helpful way to this youngster who is trapped in this black hole? Pull yourself together, man. Get out there and brave the weather, man. Get back out there in the big wide world. Live life to the full, and then you surely will be free of your sadness. And it really hurt me when thinking of this. It hurt, but obviously I needed it for the right reason. But then, but then, as the day drew nearer to the day I to the Tinkers Park event, as the days drew nearer, I decided that I was going to go. And by the time the day came, I thought, right, well, that's what I've got to do, go to Tinkers Park. And when I went to Tinkers Park, I thought I was in a story. I was in a storyland. It was like walking into, just walking into a world of a fictional story going. The air smelt of steam. There were sights of vintage and heritage things. It was just a huge whole new outlook. And it impressed me greatly. I was just, I found that I was taking pleasure into something. I really found I was taking pleasure into something when I went, you know. But it went, and I found that time went by more quickly once the event was over, you know, and by the time the event, and by the time the event was over, I decided that I was going to go to Tinkers Park again one day because I was just so impressed with the result of the event. And then there was a website that David sent me shortly after we met at Worthing Bus Rally 2021. And I checked list of events, and then I saw there was a bus rally event. And then as the day drew nearer, I thought, well, that's what I've got to do, go to this event. And then I met David again within a few short days after the Tenterden bus rally was over. And, you know, because and again I was impressed with the result of Tenterden bus rally, and I thought, right, well, now this event attending, well, that's all I've got to do now, and I found that it was going to really help me, and I found that I was taking pleasure into life again. And then I met David a few more times over the course of 2021, and then I even went to some of the events he again recommended to me, like the Sprat and Winkle, Hastings Sprat and Winkle, which took place on what would have been my late grandfather's birthday at the time, you know. And and I was happy I went on what was the birthday anniversary of my late grandfather's uh birthday. I think had I not known about the event, I would have been upset. I really would have been sadly just sitting in remembrance of my late grandfather. Though it was a sad day when Hastings Sprat and Winkle 2021 event took place, it helped me. It obviously it lessened the burden of the anniversary of my grandfather's death that day. And then afterwards, David and I rode on the Hastings Miniature Railway, and it made the difference for feeling sorry for myself that day. It really did. And then I met David again within a week or so again later, and then another week later, and then we met at the veteran car run, and then we met more times throughout 2022, which really which really pushed into motion our event attending days and all that. And it was over time, as I it didn't happen straight away, but over time, as I got used to the event attending on good weekends and all that, I eventually found it really eventually brought me back in body and spirit, you know. It helped really proved I really felt a huge, tremendous weight lifted off of my shoulders. And eventually, by the latter end of 2022 or early 2023, I was just eventually completely fine and happy. I was back to my, you know, I no longer felt broken. I was by this point eventually full of life, as I am now, and it really made all the difference. The events David introduced me to, it really made all the difference. And since getting into the event attending, now I'm very happy to say I'm the happiest I'm the happiest now that I have been since before my grandfather died. And it's really huge thanks to David for it, you know. I cannot thank him enough, you know. I really cannot thank him enough. Oh, the torch is out. So yes, as one was hoping, if I happen to go, they're wishing me well for the Christmas event. Thank you. Thank you for those who wished me well for the Christmas event, if I happen to go. I'm certainly fingers crossed hoping to go, and if I go, I shall certainly be taking a video and take some pictures, if I happen to go, that is. Yes, yes. Thank you, Harriet. No, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. I'm fine now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for doing what Nutmeg did to me. Thank you. You don't need to worry now. I'm fine now. This was in the past, but I'm fine now. No, but the story can get a bit deep. No, my apologies if the story has been very deep on what it's meant to me, meeting David and getting into the event attending that I now know of. I'm sorry if it was too deep, a bit emotionally deep, but thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Thank you. I think had you met me at the time, you would have really thought you definitely need to do something to try and help you overcome because you're crippled with sadness. I'm less than 15 minutes under 3 hours now, you know. But you were asking a question, Zephyr, and I need to finish it up there. Tinker's Park, it's a steam rally event. Tinker's Park, it's a steam rally event, just to say. It's a steam rally event. It namely, and to tell you something about Tinker's Park, Zeph, to share the insight to it, it's a steam rally event that's comprised of vintage organs, a fun fair with almost like a merry-go-round thing. You know, it's almost like it has a merry-go-round things and all that, and it's also comprised of classic cars, steam traction engines, steam rollers, vintage buses, and vintage vehicles. That's what it, and it's also comprised with the miniature railway and a narrow gauge railway. So it's almost like a steam fair event, Tinker's Park. If it answers your very questioning, it's like a steam rally event, you know. As the same can be said for Hellingly, Broyle, Lawton, Parham, and those kinds of events. They're like steam rally events that entail similar comparable things. Thank you, Gashu. Thank you. I do know that. Thank you. Yes, yes, it's night now. Right, everybody. We've got to finish things off now. And thank you, Heidi, too. Hugs always. No, I would give all of you a nice long hug. Always, always. Thank you, Harriet. No, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. And and I really do appreciate hugely having David in my life and the event attending that I do. Thank you all, everybody. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for respecting Harriet. Thank you. Right, it's time to finish things off. Thanks everybody for watching this late night live. Do enjoy your weekend, won't you? We've got some weekend live streams. So for those of you who've not planned anything for the weekend, we've got the weekend live streams to keep you entertained, especially in a time of winter when there's not a lot of things to do and all that. Um, especially when there's not a lot to do and all that and things. Uh, it's obviously we got the winter live streams of enjoyment. Thank you all for watching this late night live. Enjoy your weekend, what you do. Those of you who don't have plans, it's not a problem. We've got the live streams. Ta-ta for now. Goodbye. And may happiness be knocking kindly on your doorstep. Goodbye, all.